12-9. 12-1. 13-1. 12-2. 11-9. 12-8. Ian Smith. 13-9. 11-8. 12-6. 12-6. 12-5. 11-9. 13 flat. 12-8. 13-6. 12-3. 12-6. 12-7. 12-9. 11-9. 12-7. 12-5. 13-2. 12 flat. 12-6. 12-9. 12-9. 28.6. 26.6. 21.2. 12-8. 12-8. 15-7. 12-9.
Hey, I think I got my YouTube stream up and running.
12-9.
So tell people to go
14
watch
flat.
us on YouTube.
12-9. 12-7. 12-9.
Oh, and
12-8.
5 minutes before VTA, 5-minute warning.
12-8. 13 flat. 12-8. 15-9. 12-6. 12-9. 124 flat. 55.6. 11-9. 11-8. 12-2. 12-3.
2 minutes for VTA. 2 minutes.
Philip Lemieux. $28.3. Richard Smith. $14.1.
All right, we are back at it with VTA. I need my mod marshals. I already got one out. Push through this qualifier, do a 20-minute break, go to the mains, and we should be done around
1 minute
5
to the start of the
o'clock,
race.
give or take 3 minutes. Sticks the landing. I give you 7.5 on that one.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
It depends on the turnout. Like I saw we had, what do we got, 3 3 heats or 2 heats with only 3 cars.
30 seconds to
Four.
the start of the race.
I looked at how many heats and went, we can afford it. Right? If it's a bigger event, more people, then we can't really risk the time. So, but yeah, 5 cars is safe.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Bryce, you talking about Douglas? You talking about Douglas? Not yourself. You don't have to, because apparently we have the fastest marshal we've ever seen. All right. Everybody ready? I think everybody's ready, and I'm not. Okay. I'm still eating. All right, Richard, you're going to be going on the tone. Philip, Chris, and Johnny, when I call your names. Marshals are ready. Let's get round 3 underway. We're 5 minutes behind. That's all right. All right, here's your tone. Philip. Chris. Johnny. And apparently Wayne had to go. Philip jumps out to an early lead. The time to beat is a 22:508. Nobody is on that right now. .135 in. We got Richard up front by .04 over Philip. Chris is 5.8 behind Philip. Richard, that car looks smooth. Really smooth. Yeah, Richard hit too, so. Richard didn't lose as much time, but you both hit at the same time. All right, everybody tell your friends to go watch us on YouTube. I got it working. I think I know how to get it to work for now on. I was doing it wrong. I mean, YouTube was down. Yeah, that's it. YouTube was down. That's why it didn't work. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. 1:45 left in this race. Richard's out front on a 22.510. He's trying to beat a 5:08. You're 2 seconds off your TQ run. Phillips on a 22.513. Chris is on 21.509. Chris, you're the only one out there on a personal best time. That helps. Those things help. Richard's got a fast lap of 13.70. Philip has a 13.77. Chris has a 14.1 with a minute to go. Let's see, what other useless information could I spout out here? Richard's average lap speed is 11.43 kilometers per hour. There we go. Is that some good useless information? 20 seconds left on the clock. Richard's got a 3.8 second lead over Philip. Chris is only 10.8 back from Philip. Last chance qualifier. Are any of these guys going to get bumped out of the main? Out of the A? Philip, you are done. Everybody else keep going. Philip, you can keep going if you want. Oh, Richard, you're done too.
All drivers are finished.
Everybody's done.
The race is completed.
Richard, you got a 22.510. You missed TQ by a couple seconds. Philip, 21.5 flat. Chris, 21.513. And Johnny had some kind of issue.
Up next, race number 2. 1/12th stock. Heat 1 of 1.
.12 scale stock. All 3 cars are on the track already. Bouncy.
Peter Colbert. Bill Bowden. Nate Snyder.
All my drivers are checked in. All my marshals are checked in. We're ready to go racing. Peter, you're going on the tone. Nate and Bill, when I call your names.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Ignore her. She's lying. All right, marshals ready, drivers ready. Peter on the tone. Here we go. Nate. And Bill. Sorry about that. I thought I muted the mic. Peter, Bill, Nate. Peter's the only car in a TQ run right now. The time to beat is a 29.6 flat, set by Peter in round 2. He is on a 31.611. Just over 1 lap up. But this is 12 stock, and they tend to fade over time. Bill now on a TQ pace as well. He's on a 29.6 flat. Now Nate on a TQ run. He's on a 36.10. Everybody's on a TQ pace. This is race 2 of 11. World GTR is up next. Peter out front with a fast lap of 11.9. Nate has an 11.7. Bill has an 11.8. All three on 30-lap paces. Bill's closing in on Nate. Peter, Nate, Bill. Peter's on a 36.01, Nate 36.07, Bill 36.11. Leader is the all yellow going down the straightaway. Coming up on the halfway point. Mike was muted there. 2.5 minutes. Peter, Nate, Bill. Bill has fallen just off a TQ. He's 1 second off of a TQ pace. .140 left on the clock. Peter's on a 36.04. Nate on a 36.07. They're separated by 2.3 seconds right now. Bill's only 5.1 behind Nate. He's on a 29.602. Everybody out there just doing their own thing. Forty seconds left. Fifteen seconds left. Peter and Nate still on TQ pace. There's the tone. Keep going. You're all still live. Peter's the first one done. Resetting TQ.
All drivers are finished.
Everybody's
The
done.
race is completed.
Peter resetting TQ with a 36.05. Nate with a 36.09. And Bill with a 29.603.
Up next, race number 3. World GTR Heat 1 of 1. Stephen Taylor.
All right, drivers
Carlos
put the car
Saavedra.
down. Come out to
Darren
Marshall.
Odell.
Anybody want to volunteer, Marshall? Wouldn't hurt to have an extra person out there.
Birch. Riddler.
Oh, you sure? You sure about that? You want to rethink that? That'll teach you to volunteer, Marshall.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, our last car is going up to the track.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Paddy Ellington. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, we got everybody checked in.
Hey, you made sure you weren't going to race.
Yeah. All right, Mike's going on the tone. Patty, Carlos, Steve, Johnny, Wayne, and Darren, when I call your names. Marshals are all out there. Drivers ready. Mike, here you go. Patty, Carlos, Steve, Johnny, Wayne, and Darren. Gotta mute that YouTube stream in the background. I can hear myself like about 10 seconds after I say things. It's really distracting. All right, remember, you're all on your own clock. At least for, oh, Gervais got you. We're 1 minute in, 4 to go. Birch is out front. Johnny, Steve, Carlos, Wayne, Patty, Darren. Leader getting caught up with some lap traffic. Mike's still the leader, but Johnny closed in on him, 1.7 seconds back. Carlos is only 0.4 behind him. Steve's 1.2 back from him. Wayne's 1.9 back from him. Patty's 0.9. Oh, Patty moves ahead of Wayne. Wayne's now 0.04. And Darren is a lap down from Wayne. Two down, 3 to go. Top 4 cars are within 1.1 seconds of everybody from first to fourth. .220 left in the race. Mike Birch out front by 1.6 seconds. That's the black car going through the sweeper. He's going to be coming up on Darren. Second place is Johnny. That should be the white and it's like the watermelon car. Going through the midfield. Steve's right behind him on the clock, but where's Steve on the track? He's ahead of him on the track. Oh, Steve's got some really weird body. Oh, it fixed itself. Your door was caved in. That's going to move Carlos up to third. Where's Carlos? Carlos should be an orange car. Bright or metallic orange. Wayne found him. Oh, that's a second place car. .118 left in this one. Carlos up to second now. Carlos is the kind of metallic orange going through the center of the track. Oh, chaos, chaos. Work the traffic, work the traffic. .40 seconds to go. Birch out front by 1.8 over Carlos. Birch down the straightaway. Carlos through the tee. And that, I think, pretty much finished that one off. Five seconds left. There's the tone. Keep going till you hear your name. Everybody's live. Keep going. Patty's the first one done. Birch is done. Wayne's done. Johnny's done.
All drivers are finished.
And everybody's done.
The race is completed.
Birch takes that one, 21.509. His round one TQ still holds. Carlos, 21.512, personal best for him. Johnny, 25.04, personal best for him. Patty, 25.06. Wayne, 19.501.
Up next, race number 4. USGT.
And Darren,
Heat
15.506.
Philip Lemieux.
Drivers, put your cars down. Come on out to Marshall. Cars doing hot laps.
Brian
Just
Robbins.
watch the
Richard
foot traffic.
Smith.
Take it easy for a lap till everybody's settled.
Craig Oberton. Adam Tomas-Sotej. Ian Smith.
We can park there. He just might get a ticket. So I'm just looking for Wayne, and he's not here, so I shouldn't be looking for him. So we got everybody checked in, and we got our marshals out because of the table. So let's line them up. Brian is going to be leading us off
1 minute
on
to
the
the start
tone.
of the race.
Philip, Ian, Richard, Craig, Adam, when I call your names. So we'll just let Craig come around. I think that's him. All right. So Brian, you're going on the tone.
To the start of the race.
Ignore her. Brian's on the tone. Philip, Ian, Richard, and Craig. Adam, when I call your name, here we go. Philip, Ian, Richard, Craig, Adam. And Mr. Foster's not here. One minute in, Brian's out front. He's on TQ pace. Then we got Richard, Philip, Ian, Craig, and Adam. The TQ time to beat is a round 1, 24:5:09 by Brian. Brian is on a 24:5:07. Uh-oh. Side of the body, something. Oh, body. Oh, there we go. That is probably going to mess up that TQ run, but it's still his from round 1. That puts Richard Smith out front in the gold car as he works through traffic. Richard and Ian are only 1.2 seconds apart. Richard, Ian, Craig, Adam, Philip, Brian. That's going to put Philip up front. He's on 22:5:06. Adam's on 22:5:07, only 0.3 behind Philip. Craig's only 0.6 behind Adam. Adam's on 22:5:06. Craig's on 22:5:09. Ian's on 21:5 flat. Brian's on 21:5:11. Richard's on a 21:5:14. Next up, 12 scale super stock. Minute 35 left in this one. $120, Craig up front on a 22:5:08. Craig, Philip, Ian, and Adam are separated by, are within a 3.7 second bubble. 3.1 second bubble. Less than a minute to go. Philip out front. Philip, Craig, Ian. Body tuck in the back of the white car. He's just going to try and bounce his way out of it. Nope, back corner, back corner. Go, 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 go. Ian was sitting third. That might drop him. Brian had actually gained on him. Brian's probably going to jump ahead of him here once they cross. Brian up to third. Brian up to second. 12 seconds left. Leader down the straightaway in the blue and teal car. And there's only one car still going.
All drivers are finished.
Everybody's done.
The race is completed.
Brian, you took that one. Brian comes back with a 22.508. Philip 22.510. Craig 22.512. Ian 21.502. Adam 21.502. 0.4 seconds behind. Richard 21.505. Bunch of body
Up
issues
next,
that run.
race number 5. 1/12th Superstock. Heat 1 of 1.
Yeah, just going to ask my drivers to hold off on the straightaway until everybody's clear. I guess everybody's clear. All right.
Bill Bowden. Peter Colbert.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mike Schott. Douglas Schufelt. Leonard Skinzano. JB Catricella.
Everybody's checked in. I got my marshals all out there.
1 minute to the start of the race.
We are ready to roll. As soon as one car stops to line up, we're going to stop everybody. And there we go. That's the car. So we'll let Mike go because he slipped through. Because he's very sneaky.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, the order's going to be Douglas on the tone, Leonard, JB, Mike, Peter, and Bill. Last chance qualifier. Marshals are ready, drivers ready, Douglas on the tone. Everybody else, when I call your name, here we go. Leonard, JB, Mike, Peter, and Bill.
How's your bird's nest? Having fun?
We are 1 minute in, 5 to go. Douglas out front on a TQ pace with a 10-2 fast lap. Then we got Leonard, Mike, JB, Peter, and Bill. Leonard's got a, where's the fast laps? 10-5 fast lap. JB just did his fast lap 10-6. Mike's got a 10-6. Peter's got an 11-1, and Bill's got 11-2. Remember, it all worked together. You're all on your own clock. Everything looks like it's running pretty smooth here. Leader's coming up on Mike. Nice clean pass there. Leader's coming up on the gray car, I think is Bill. Oh, and Mike got in there before I could say anything. Still figuring out a couple car colors. Leader down the straight. I think that's JB right in front of him. Thank you, JB. Douglas, Leonard, JB, Mike, Peter, Bill. Douglas is going to be coming up on Peter pretty soon. He's not quite there yet. Second place car is the yellow and orange car going through the T section onto the straight. Third place car is the light yellow car coming up on Peter. Leader is on the straightaway. Got a bit of open track. Fourth place car is orange and blue. Mike going through the center. He's going to have the second place car coming up on him soon. Thank you, Bill. Leader will be coming up on Bill pretty soon. And there he goes. Clear track. Is he stuck there? Oh, is he pulling it off? Closest two cars on the clock are JB and Mike. They're 1.4 seconds apart. We got Douglas still on a TQ pace on a 35.607. He's trying to beat 34.603, so he's well on a TQ pace. He's going to be coming up on Leonard soon, second place car. Leonard is going to be coming up on Mike pretty soon. Got a minute to go, or just over a minute to go. Oh, leader's on Mike. Oh, leader taps. Mike's coming up on Peter. And Leonard is closing in on Mike, so we got like multiple passes going on. Oh, Peter just clipped. So second place is coming up on Mike, and first place is coming up on Mike. And now first place will be coming up on Leonard. Douglas just ripping laps through the field. There's the tone. Keep going till you hear your name. Keep going. Douglas, you are done with a 34.6 flat new TQ. Everybody else keep going. JB, you're done. Leonard is done.
All drivers are
Everybody's
finished.
done.
The race is completed.
Douglas resetting TQ once again, 34.6 flat. Leonard 34.610. JB 33.605. Mike 33.608. Peter 32.609.
Up next, race number 6. Formula 1. Heat 1 of 1.
Formula 1. Davey.
Carlos Saavedra. Birch. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, I got Mike and Carlos checked in, looking for Patty. Wayne's up there putting his body pins in.
45 seconds
Patty.
to the start of the race. 30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Patty Ellington. Less than 5, the duck.
Oh. All right, let's line them up. My counter's in the negative. Mike's going on the tone. Patty, Carlos, and the duck. Marshall's ready? Where are my marshals? My marshals are kind of spread out. Can I get one of you two out here? Leonard or Bill, can I get one of you guys out here? All right, marshals ready. Drivers. Mike, you're going on the tone. Everybody else, when I call your name, here we go. Patty. Carlos. And Wayne. That does look very spool-like on a track that maybe is not spool-ready. It's doing spool things. Oh, that's right. You kept diffing out before, didn't you? Looks like we're in gear diff territory. We're a minute 10 into this one. Mike's out front and on a TQ pace. Mike, you're on a TQ run by 1 second. Don't mess up. Not trying to put pressure on you, but don't choke. Well, that's going to be hard to do pretty soon. Like any second now. Oh, and he got by the duck. Wayne didn't take him out. Mike, Patty, Carlos, Wayne. Mike's on 22.505. Now you're 3 seconds over on a TQ run. Patty's on a 21.513. Carlos on a 19.510. Wayne's on a 17.504. Mike's fast lap is a 13.4. Patty's is a 14.3. Carlos 15.2. Wayne's a 16.4. This is your last chance to make it in the A. How'd you all end up at the track at like the same point of the track at the same time? You going for a strike? Carlos, don't do that. 2 minutes to go. Birch still on a TQ run. He's actually getting faster. His pace is going faster. .135 left on the clock. Everybody spread out on the clock. Birch gets by Wayne again. What'd you do? Well, you lost drive? Wayne's going for style points. Wayne, this isn't a judged event. This is a timed event. 22 seconds to go. Patty's out front on a 21-5-14. Yes. Well, you're both at 16 laps. Patty is done. Everybody else keep going. Patty, you got a 25 flat. Wayne's done.
All drivers are finished.
Everybody's
the race
done.
is completed.
The Duck beats Birch by a lap. And you didn't even have to take him out to do it. He took himself out. So Patty, 25 flat. Carlos, 19-5-10. Wayne, 17-5-04.
Up next, race number 7.
Birch holds on
Touring
to TQ.
stock. Heat 1 of 2. Bruce Robbins.
All right, drivers, put your cars down. Go right out to Marshall. Touring stock, heat 1 of 2. Ian, John, Anthony, Adam, Bruce. I already got Bruce doing laps.
Ian Smith.
There's Ian.
John Harding.
There's John.
Anthony Giannace.
There's everybody.
Adam Tomas Sotej.
Anthony Adam. All right, all my drivers are checked in. They're dead already. What'd you do? All right. Ian's going to be going on the tone. John,
1 minute to the start
Anthony,
of the race.
Adam, Bruce, when I call your name, we're going to make up for my negative time on the last race with a positive on this one. We got our marshals all ready. Drivers ready. Ian, here's your tone. John, Anthony, Adam, Bruce. All right, we are 1.5 in, 3.5 to go. Anthony's out front. Let me find his car. He's the gray car. Gray car in the midfield is your leader. Ian is close behind on the clock. He should be the white car. Going down the straight around the sweeper. Oh. Anthony, Ian, John, Bruce, Adam. Remember, you're all on your own clock. You're not racing each other. So work with each other to get nice, clean laps. Looks like my YouTube stream's a little jumpy. 2:20 left in this race. We're just past the halfway point. Anthony, Ian, John, Bruce, Adam. Closest two on the clock are Anthony and Ian, 2 seconds apart. Got the third place car coming up on Adam. He's clear. We got the leader is not far behind the second place car of Ian. The gray car right behind the white car. And they swap spots. So now the first place car is clear of traffic. Ian can follow him. Minute 14 to go. Anthony's fast lap is a 12.4. Ian is a 12.4. John has a 12.5. Bruce has a 13 flat. Adam has a 13.2. Anthony's run is putting him 4th overall right now. Gray car going down the straightaway. He's the only one looking to improve with this run right now. There's the tone. Keep going till you hear your name. Oh, and he has a problem. What's going to be his last lap? Let's see what that does. Ian, you are done. You got caught at the line. John's done. Adam's done. Anthony just got one more car, and everybody's done.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed.
Oh, even with that little bobble in the last lap, Anthony's sitting 4th overall with a 24.508. Ian, 23.5 flat. John, 23.505. Bruce, 23.510. Adam, 22.502.
Up next, race number 8. Touring Stock. Heat 2 of 2. Kenneth Thornton. Brandon Scholler. Brian Robbins. Gervais Grant. Richard Smith. Philip Lemieux. One minute to the start of the race.
Thank you, Richie. You gave me time to chew my food. I'm looking at this like, oh, everybody's lined up, and I got my most stuffed with food. All right, so we have a minor delay here. We got a loose nut behind the wheel.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Let's go through the order while we're waiting. Brian, you're going to be going off on the tone. Brandon, Kenny,
30 seconds
Gervais,
to the start of the
Richard,
race.
Philip, when I call your names. I got Marshall spread around the track. Everybody's ready? Brian on the tone. Everybody else, when I call your name, here we go. Brandon, Kenny, Gervais, Richard, and Philip. Wow, Gervais has color on his car, like two-tone. I'm impressed. We got Brian, Kenny, Brandon, Gervais, Philip, and Richard. Brian and Kenny both on TQ pace. Oh, Brian just fell off. Kenny's the only one. No, now nobody's on TQ run. Ooh, a couple cars independently hitting the same spot. First to fifth, 3.5 seconds. Three and a half minutes left in this one. Kenny's up front, got a fast lap of 12.0. Brian has an 11.9. Oh, Brian now up front. Nope. Yeah, yep, you're shifting around, swapping spots. So Brian's out front, 11.9. Brandon to second, 11.8 fast lap. Kenny's got 12.0. Gervais got 12.3. Philip has a 12.4. Richard has a 12.6. Brandon Schowler to the lead. He is the white car with the green and black on the sides. .215 left. Brian, Brandon, Kenny, Gervais, Philip, Richard. Top three, Brian, Brandon, Kenny keep swapping spots. All three on TQ runs now. Time to beat is a 25.504 set by Brian in round two. Brandon and Brian on 502s. Kenny's on a 503. Gervais on 24.503. Phillips on a 23.501. Richards on a 23.506. So we got Brian in the orange and blue. He's currently our leader. Brandon in the white with the green and black on the sides. And Kenny, I think, is the all-white going down the straightaway now. Brandon and Kenny on TQ pace. Minute to go. Oh, no. I do appreciate you two working together there, not just driving through each other. So we got Brandon out front, 0.19 seconds ahead of Brian with 5 seconds left on the clock. Nobody is on a TQ run anymore. Time is done, but keep going. You're all still live. Everybody's still live. Brandon and Brian are done. Philip's done. Gervais is done.
All drivers
Everybody's
are finished.
done.
The race is completed.
Brand takes that one 25.506. Brian 25.507. Gervais 24.508. Philip 23.502. Richard 23.510. Brian's TQ from round 2 holds 25.504.
Up next, race number 9. GT12. Heat 1 of 1.
GT12. So she says.
Stephen Taylor.
Watch the hot laps.
Darren
Did
Odell.
somebody grab, you got that, Mark? It was light, whatever it is.
Mike Schott. Dave Troop. Nate Snyder.
Hey, Mark, you got a car on your heel. I think he's all right. I think he's waiting for you to move your foot. Yeah, you were in his groove. Oh, Troop was going for you there. He was trying to get you. He was
1 minute to the start of the race.
He thought he saw Stevie Y. He was trying to take him out.
JB Katrikala.
All right. I'm just looking for Patty
45
and Wayne.
seconds to the
Wayne's
start
up
of the race.
there. Wayne's checked in.
The duck. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
There's Patty.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
All right, I'll let Patty go around once.
Patty Ellington.
All right, our marshals are out there. Drivers are all checked in. The order's going to be Mike on the tone, JB, Nate, Patty, Dave, Steve, Wayne, Darren when I call your names. Everybody ready? Mike, here is your tone. It's personalized. JB, Nate, Patty, Dave, Steve, Wayne, Darren. Mike's going to be passing Darren here. Whoa, that was close. JB's clear. JB's going to be coming up on the duck. Mike's coming up on Steve. All clear. And Mike's coming up on Darren. Whoa. Little unintentional pit maneuver. Leader's coming up on Wayne. He's clear. Darren, you got the leader coming up on you again. Wayne, you've got second place coming up on you. And second place is on Steve. He's clear. Nate's coming up on Wayne. All clear. Whoa. Oh, no. Now we're clear. Speaking too soon. Mike's coming up on a few cars. Whoa, evasive maneuver. Mike's coming up on Patty. That's the leader on Patty. And then leader's going to be on Wayne. There, he's clear. And then Dave, you're going to have the leader coming up on you shortly. We're halfway through this race. Mike is on a TQ run. He's on 22.505, trying to beat a 507. Then we got JB, Nate, Dave, Patty, Steve, Wayne, Darren. Oh, big crash. You don't see these things doing big crashes. Oh, JB slipping by there. Nate's coming up on Wayne, clear. Leader's coming up on Steve. Troop's just going to try and follow shot. Leader's on Steve, clear. Troop's on Steve. What position is Troop in? Troop is in fourth place. Uh-oh, we got a problem with JB's car. Close to 2 cars on the clock, Nate and Dave. JB drops to fourth. Nate and Dave move up. 1:12 left in this race. Where's our leader? Leader's in the middle of the track. He's got a little bit of breathing room before he hits traffic again. Second place, Nate. He's working his way to the middle. Ooh, that was close. 50 seconds left. Mike's still on TQ run. And just laid down fast lap a lap ago, 13.4. JB's got body tuck or something. Steering's locked. $20 seconds left. Mike, Nate, Dave, JB. Oh, Patty now ahead of JB, and Steve, Wayne, Darren. First place car coming up on Patty. The green car behind Patty is the second place car. There's the tone. Keep going until you're told otherwise. Mike is done. Nate's done. Patty's done. JB's done. Dave is done. Wayne is done. Steve is done. One more. Darren is done.
All drivers are finished.
Mike
The
takes
race is
that,
completed.
resets TQ with a 22.504. Nate 21.502, Dave 21.506, Patty 25.01, JB 25.06, Steve 25.08, Wayne 16.505, Darren 15.511.
Up next, race number 10. Touring Pure Stock. Heat 1 of 1. Bruce Robbins. Carlos Saavedra.
All right, drivers, put your
Chris
cars
Pace.
down. Okay.
Craig Oberden.
All right, we've got 4 out of 5. Wayne Foster's the 5th, so we're good to go. Marshals are out there. Everybody's checked in. Let's line them up and get them ready. Bruce is going on the tone. Craig, Chris, and Carlos, when I call your names. This is race 10 of 11. 2 races to go in this round. 20-minute break after touring mod. 20-minute break.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Nope, she's lying. We're going now. Bruce, you're going on the tone. Craig, Chris, and Carlos, when I call your name, here we go. Craig. Chris. And Carlos. Gotta work on that stream. Bruce, Craig, Chris, Carlos. Bruce is off to an early TQ pace. I was told there's 2 benches in the next unit that we could use if we wanted to. There's no room for them. I could take 4 feet of track off just for your bench. No? Just cut it out. Chicane. 135 into this, 320 to go. Bruce is on TQ run. He's on 22.502, trying to beat a 509. He's got 7 seconds to play with. Bruce would be the pink car going through the sweeper. So we have Bruce, Craig, Chris, Carlos. Bruce is a fast lap of a 13.5. Craig is a 13.6. Chris 14.3. Carlos 14.6. .215 left on the clock. Chris and Carlos just did their fast laps. Chris did a 13.8. Carlos did a 14.4. Sticks the landing. I'll give you a 7.9 on that. I'm not in a hurry. $120 left. Bruce is still on a TQ run. 22.505. It's got to catch him first. Hey, Mark. Is Mark sitting there? No? Mark's not there? Is he there? Is he watching this? Bruce is on TQ run again. Bruce, Craig, Chris, Carlos, 20 seconds left. I don't think you can break him, Mark. He's got this locked in. 5 seconds left. Bruce is done. Craig is done. Chris is done.
All drivers
Everybody's
are
done.
finished.
Bruce
The race is
resetting
completed.
TQ 22507. No, he already cleared tech. I saw Brian tech him.
Up next, race number 11.
Yeah, I thought I heard Bruce
Touring
said
mod.
Frechette couldn't
Heat
handle
1 of
my
1.
speed. Oh, he's great at talking. All right, this is
Douglas
touring
Schufelt.
mod. I got all 3 drivers out there.
Bryce Frechette. Adam Tomas Sotej.
Yeah, Bruce, most of that run you were on the same pace as pretty much as the last run, but you didn't fall off at the end like you did to that, yeah. Everybody's checked in. Douglas is going to be going on the tone. Bryce and Adam, when I call your name.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Nah, not 1 minute. All right, marshals. That's about as good as we get. Yeah. That's as good as we get. All right, Douglas on the tone. Everybody else want to call your name? Here we go. Bryce. Adam. Ooh. Oh, dead car on the left there. Ooh. Coming up on 1 minute in. 4 to go. Douglas out front. Bryce 0.9 behind. Time to beat is a round 1 time of 27:503.0. Douglas is on a 5:03.1. Bryce is on a 5:06. .315 left in this one. Douglas has an 11.008 fast lap. Bryce had 11.176 fast lap. $11.1 for Douglas. Another 11.1. We won't say what that time is. Another 11-1. $125 left in this one. Douglas has moved on to a TQ pace. 27.501 pace, trying to beat a 503. We got 20 seconds left in this one. Douglas still on TQ pace, even that little tiny tap. There's a tone. Keep going till you hear your name. Douglas, you are done. 27.501, new TQ.
All drivers are finished.
And Bryce,
The race is
27.509.
completed.
All right, 20-minute break. It's 2:57. We're going to call it 3 o'clock. 20 after 3. 20 after 3. VTA main is up. Let me put practice on here. There we go. Practice is running. So 22 and a half minutes. We will go.
John Harding. $13.2. $12.8. Up next, race number 1. USFTA. A main. 13 flat. $12.8. 12-6. 13 flat. 12-6. 12-6. 12-8. 12-8. 12-8. 13-3. 12-7. 14-7. 13-4.